Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be unboxing a brand new limited edition Bible from R.L. Allan. It's the 63 Longprimer Sovereign Tower of London edition. Okay, if you've watched my channel before, you know that I love Bibles from R.L. Allan, a small boutique Bible publisher in the UK. And they've been doing a lot of limited run Bibles over the last few years, selling them in small batches. But then they've done some like super exclusive ones that they give the tag limited edition to. So a few weeks ago, I hop on Facebook and I see on the R.L. Allan page that they have announced a new limited edition Bible. And they say that it's the fourth and final edition in the Royal Palace series of Bibles. Now, many of my fellow Allan friends, shout out by the way to all of you in the Allan Bible Addicts Facebook page. I love all of you. It's the best Allan fan group ever right there, Allan Bible Addicts. Shout out to everybody. But I saw a lot of people saying, we didn't even know that this was a thing, the Royal Palace series. I'm going to read this to you. They say, this is the limited edition. It's the long-awaited fourth and final Bible in the Allan Royal Palace series. So, what are the other four Bibles? Well, I've reviewed one of them, the green. Actually, I saved a little a quote here from Danette Cox. What's up? Hey, Danette. Thank you for sharing this because someone asked what the chronological list was. So I have reviewed the Windsor Castle, the green 63. That one came out in 2016. But the first one was the Hampton Court yellow R.L. Allan. They're all 63 Longprimers, which is the big wide margin edition of their classic Longprimer, KJV Longprimer typesetting. So the first one was the Hampton Court. It was yellow goatskin. That came out in 2015. Then the Windsor Castle green in 2016, which I reviewed. And then in 2022, they did Buckingham Palace, which was red, a red edition. And so this one is the Tower of London in gray Highland goatskin, the fourth and final edition in the Royal Palace series. Each one of these Bibles is limited edition, as well as it comes with artwork, a limited edition art print. This one is a picture of the historic Tower of London from a London-based artist named John Walsham. Really, really cool story. Really interesting that they do this. Now, they had so many people interested in this Bible, as well as the previous one, that they did basically a raffle online. So you could go, they made like a 6-hour time frame where you could go and sign up to, it's basically saying, I want to buy one. And then they randomly selected who got to pick them. So they had all of these spoken for in a 6-hour period of time. I was one of the people who got the original ones, and it's actually been in my house for a few days, and I've been really busy. I haven't had time to unbox it, but I have it here now. It's time to unbox it and take a closer look. Very exciting that they're doing this. So I'm just going to go. Are you ready for this? We're going to go ahead and dive in. The 63 Longprimer. This is a huge box. Longprimer Sovereign. Oh gosh. Gray Highland goatskin. We're going to take the box and get it out of here. Get this out of here. This is a huge box. I'm very excited about this. Now, one of the things that it is the facts of this. When they sell, I don't know how many. If anybody knows how many of these Bibles they produced, I would love for you to leave a comment and let me know. Sometimes it's only like 75 or 100 Bibles, and I did not see them say exactly how many of them. Very cool. So there you have on the spine, Allan 63 TLG, Tower of London Gray. It's got Longprimer Sovereign, Tower of London Gray, Highland Goatskin, a Concordance limited edition. One of the reasons why they do this is because, well, not one of the reasons why they do the limited edition, but one of the reasons why they do the raffles, because they're so popular, people want them. One of the reasons why people want them is because they're very valuable because they're made in such limited quantities. So it's really cool. It kind of creates a fun little collector's item to these Allan Bibles, which I know some people aren't really fans of that, making collector's items out of the Bible. I think this is a unique, cool thing to do, particularly for those of us who are R.L. Allan fans, which I am one. So here, I'm going to pull this out. Okay, so that's for a second I thought they didn't give me the art print. So this is the art print. It tells you about it from John Walsham. There you go. The Tower of London. Really nice, beautiful art print. Look at that. If you've never had the opportunity to visit the UK and go to the Tower of London, it's a very cool tour to go on. Becca and I did that a few years ago. Really, really neat. You can actually see back there in the very back of this photo, the Tower Bridge. We went and visited this a few years ago, and then we walked across the Tower Bridge. So that's cool. They give you that in this nice envelope. And then I have reviewed a gray copy of the, what was it? It was the ESV Reader's Bible, the NC1. from Allan that came out a year or two ago. I reviewed that last year, and I think this is going to be, looks very similar. These Bibles are huge. The 63 is made on really thick, I think it's 40 GSM Bible paper. Goodness gracious, that is massive. Really big, thick paper, really wide margins. Wow, full yap. There you go. It almost looks black in these photos, but it is a very, very dark gray. Holy Bible, concordance, tooled ribs on the spine. There it says Allan. This is a lovely, look at the graininess of that goatskin, that horizontal grain. Full yap all the way around. It does say Holy Bible on the cover. There you can see the gray of that. That is so sharp. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be purple on the inside. That's cool. So it's got a purple leather liner, a purple end sheet. It's got purple ribbons. Does it have purple under gold? It does. It's got purple. You see that? It's purple under gold, which, by the way, I was told by my friends at Royal Youngblood, many of you probably know this, but it's actually not purple under gold. It's gold under purple. They put the gold on first, and then they spray the dye on it. So in the industry, they call it red under gold, blue under gold, purple under gold, but it's actually the gold that goes on first. So we've got purple and gray. I like this. I don't think I've ever seen this color combo before. So it's purple under gold on the pages. You can see that when you open it up, it kind of has purple on the edges. And then we've got three very long purple ribbons. It has white head and tail bands. So there are your ribbons right there. You can see that. 3 purple ribbons. So you got purple ribbons, a gray cover, and then purple accents everywhere. That looks fantastic. This is absolutely beautiful. And then on the inside, the classic Longprimer typesetting. This is an Oxford typesetting that Allan owns the rights to. So they produced the Longprimer, and the 53 is kind of the standard. The 53 and the 52 is the same thing with calfskin. I'll put a link in the video description to my Longprimer comparison video where I talk about the 52 and the 53. The 43 is the Longprimer thin line, so it's the same typesetting, just a little bit thinner on thinner paper. And then the 63 is the big boy. It's the wide margin edition on thicker paper. So there you have it, the classic Oxford typesetting, King James Version. This is beautiful. Now, I've had a bunch of these over the years. I got rid of my, I think you can you see them up there? Oh, you can't. Can you see them up here? There's a 63, this same Bible in black goatskin that I really love, and then a 53 that I love as well. And I had a 43, I've had a 52, I've had a 62. I've had one of all of the Longprimers, I think, at least the standard ones, but these limited editions are very cool. So the only limited editions that I have seen in person are this right here, the 63 Tower of London, and the green, the Windsor Castle. I had that one. I think I sold it back to the guy who sold it to me after I made the video, or someone else, but I gave that back to somebody. I have not seen the red one or the yellow one in person, so these are really nice. I would say that, man, this is a great piece of leather. I really love the purple. I really love the purple and the gray. It's totally different than anything else. And again, it's kind of cool that they do these limited runs, that they add in things like the artwork and stuff like that. It just makes it special and different, and I like that side of it. I know, like I said, I know some people aren't fans of that, but I think this is really cool. So it's an interesting thing to have in the Bible library for sure. So the 63 Longprimer Sovereign, Tower of London Gray, the fourth and final in the Palace, what did they call it? The Palace series? Is that what it was called? The fourth and final Royal Palaces series. Very cool from R.L. Allan. This looks absolutely great. Okay, if you got one of these, I want to know. Let me know in the comments. They sold the first run, and then they did a few that were like seconds that had a couple of, like, I don't know, if errors or just a little blemishes on them. This is one of the first ones. So they sold these. If you got one, let me know. If you have one of the other ones, if you have the Hampton Court yellow or the red, what was called Buckingham Palace red, I would love to know what you think about those. I've obviously seen the Windsor Castle green one before, but I'd love to know about those other two. They look really, really beautiful. This is absolutely Absolutely gorgeous. Shout out to R.L. Allan for making incredible Bibles, particularly these Longprimers are absolutely fantastic. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments. Leave me a comment and let me know. If you want to come find me on Instagram and Facebook, I've got links in the video description. You can come say hi on social media. I'll take some photos of this and post them there. And if you haven't already, click that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely surf around. I'll put a link in the video description to all of my other Allan videos, as well as that Longprimer comparison video if you'd like to geek out a little bit on R.L. Allan Bibles. I've probably got 2 or 3 or 4 dozen Allan videos now in the last few years of reviewing Bibles because I like them so much. So these are great Bibles. I'm excited I get to go back to the UK next year. I'm going to reach out to the folks at Allan. Hopefully they would be open for me coming and visiting them. I'm going to be in England a couple of times in 2025, so maybe I'll get to stop by and say hello and film some content there. But beautiful Bible. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.